So, I have this message for us. Your family, your relative, your friends, why they won't be happy to see you become more successful than them. Sometimes the greatest envious people around us are not people who are not close to us like strangers. No, mostly they are our brothers, our sisters, our relative, our cousins, our friends. So these are the categories of people who will never be happy when you are doing your best to become successful, but they will always celebrate, jubilate, be joyful whenever they see you suffer. So the reason why many of them will not be happy to see you becoming successful is because they don't want you to be the first to break some record that have not yet been broken. So maybe in your family no one have been able to drive car, let me put it in this way, or no one have been able to build a house, or no one have been able to do some certain stuff, or maybe you are the last born or you are in the middle, the first ones have not yet done anything, and they see you trying to do something that they themselves were not able to do. You'll start to see that many of them will start to envy you, jealous of you, and even go to as far to visit some places in order for them to pull you down. So our friends, our relative, many of them are the reason why we are suffering today. Believe me, many of them are the cost why things are going wrong sometimes in our life. So many of them will not be happy to see you win. That is why sometimes when you are winning, they will never congratulate you, they will never celebrate your doing, they will never be happy of what they are seeing around you. So majority of them, whenever they hear bad news, whenever they hear that something is going wrong, they will be the first to do what? To see, to ask you, to know if peradventure what they heard, what they have already hear is true. So many of them are the reason why we are suffering today. Why? Because they don't want us to be more successful, or they don't want us to stop depending on them. That is just the fact truth. Many of them don't want you to come to a point where you will not depend on them. They want you to be calling them sir, ma. Those days when I was at home, so there are some, like for instance, if you have a senior brothers and you are the junior, so you come to realize that your senior brothers, some of them you will do what? Whenever we are eating those days, or they will eat meat finished and they will never give you. They'll tell you, junior ones don't have to eat meat. What do you know? Why do you like to eat meat? What is the benefit of you eating meat at this your stage? So I'm just saying this for what? For saying sake. Why? Because many of your elder brothers, your elder sisters, many of them will not want you to come out. Yes, many of them will be against you because they don't want good thing to come out of you. They don't want you to prosper. They don't want you to achieve anything. They just want you to be in a position where they themselves will be the one that will say anything. They will be the one that will command you. They will be the one that will tell you what to do and what not to do. So we are living in this world where the worsted enemy of ourselves, of our life, are those within us, those around us, those that surround us. So many people are around you, yet they are the reason why you are suffering. You understand me? Many people you call your friends are the reason why you are suffering. That's why I always beg. I need them. I am on my knee for you to see it. I am on my knee pleading. Keep your secret within you. You know what I'm saying? Keep your secret within you. Because what I heard today was so devastated to me. I was so confused. No matter how hard your relationship is, your marriage is, no matter how you try to think that someone up there will give you solution to your problem, my brother, many of them are mocking you secretly without telling you politely. Many of them are mocking you secretly, but publicly telling you that they would try all means to help you to find the solution. Yes, I know in those days they said that they do used to say a parable that he who hidden her pain suffer a lot, but he who open up find solution. But the world we are living today, the more you open up, the more they do or they try to add to your problem. They try to add to your what? To your pain. So brothers and sisters, try to keep your secret no matter how bad it is. Because many people who are around you are the cost of what you are going through. So refuse to let anyone know your secret. I know what I'm saying. I know what I'm talking about. Yes, you may look at me as a small boy. Yes, I am. But I'm here telling you politely, as your son, as your boy, K. Samson. Please don't share your secret life, either in your marriage, in your relationship, in your life. Don't share it with no man. Trust nobody. Fucking trust nobody. Because someone you trust today, once you offend them, once you do something wrong to them, they will start to tell people around them what you have, the secret you have told them. So what am I trying to say is this: majority of your brothers and your sisters, majority of them are the reason why you are suffering without you realizing it. Majority of them are the cost of the pain that you are looking for solution till now. So you are facing pain and you thought that those who are around you will find solution to you. But I'm here to tell you, many of them are the reason why things are hard. Many of them are the reason why you are suffering. Many of them don't want you to progress. Many of them don't want you to win. Many of them don't want you to accomplish your goal. Let me just be real with you. Many of them don't want you to prosper. They just want to see you keep suffering every moment. I'm not here to make it look like you should hate your brother. No, don't hate no one. But try to keep your secret. Stop trusting people. This is what someone have told me. Someone whom I love with all my heart. I love them with all my breath. I love them to the extent that I start to lose myself. And it comes to a point they start to tell me that I always believe everything that they tell me. I was wounded like a lion that day. So what am I trying to tell you? The worst enemy of every man, as Christ have said, is what is his own family. So rat will never know what is inside without the rat inside giving them information. So it is the rat inside that tell the one outside that there's something inside that they need to gather and go and eat. So my brothers and sisters, keep your secret to yourself, because a man of secret can never be easy to destroy. So many people who you think that they are with you, believe me, they are the one against you. They are the one trying all means to frustrate you. They are the reason why things are hard always for you. Many of them, because what devil know is actually what they fight and try to destroy. So don't let them destroy what you have been given. You know what I'm saying? They smile with you publicly. You know, we love you. we care for you. We always be available for you. We do this. We do that. You know, you are so nice. You are so good. You are so this. But they are the cost of your problem. They are the one fighting you secretly. They publicly congratulate you, but they secretly what cost you pain. They publicly what rejoice with you, but they privately what pinch you and punch you and stab you privately and secretly, but publicly they rejoice, celebrate, jubilate, and embrace you with gladness, but their tongues are sharp as sword against you. So be mindful of people whom you trust, because many of your brothers, your friends, many of them will start to become jealous the moment they see you progressing more than them. So many of them will truly turn against you the moment they hear that you are doing something that they can't do. Many of them will suddenly turn their eyes against you the moment they view, they notice, they realize that you are becoming something that they never dreamed to become. So the life we are living, people whom you trust, many of them are the cause of your problem. This is what my mommy always used to tell me. He says, Samson, if you marry a woman tomorrow, if you people have issue within yourself, if you people have quarrel, don't even mind to come to us trying to seek solution from us. Just heal yourself, try to find solution within you and her, settle it privately. If it take you years to settle it with her. Don't go around and be trying to know what people will say, to try to figure out what people are going to say, who will give you advice, who will tell you the way you will do it. No, settle it within her. Call your babe. When she is angry, just leave her. I was so amazed when I heard this word from my mom. Don't go to, there was people within us those days that they used to fight always. So when I noticed, I asked my mom, why is it that you and my dad have never fought? Two of them were just looking at me, because since I was born, I never see my dad raise hand like this. Maybe my mom do mistake. My dad will just give her like a slap or anything. I never, to God who made me, I never experienced that. Sometimes they can talk, argue all those things. But when it comes to like violent, they never practice that in my world. That's why sometimes when people are talking about violent, domestic violence, it becomes strange to me, because I never experienced it. So what am I trying to say? Many people around you are the cost of what is going on in your life. They'll be the one that will tell you what your husband is doing outside, which is not true. Why? Because they are jealous of your marriage. And you yourself, because you are not wise, you may just believe them and start to treat your husband or your wife the way that you ought not to treat her. You start to take her for granted. You start to treat her the way you ought not. So don't let anyone deceive you, trying to tell you one thing to another, convince you, or tell you what to do in your marriage. So don't believe. Many of your brothers are against your marriage. Many of them are against it because they don't want you to be successful. Many of them are annoyed whenever they see you smiling. Many of them are annoyed. Forget about what you are seeing in social media. Forget about all these things. Many people are annoyed because of the progress in your home. Many people are severely passing pain because of this. So don't let anyone tell you what to do in your marriage. Don't let anyone deceive you, tell you that your husband is, I see your husband with this girl, I see your wife with that girl, with this. Then you start to do what? Use evil eyes to do, to look her. Let your eyes see before you talk. Don't try to treat her like nobody just because of what people have said. Because many of our brothers and sisters, relative, friends, many of them will start to be jealous the moment they see you are progressing, you are succeeding, and you are making it. Remember, blessed, a word is enough for the wise. Many of our families are the cause of our pain. Believe me, I will never lie to you, because Jesus himself has said that the worst of enemy of every man is from his household. So remember, blessed.